Good couple of fights, right? That's pretty good. Kessler's comeback looked good. I'll say a couple of things about that fight. Number one, first few rounds, maybe I'll give him, ring rust rounds or whatever. But overall, I wouldn't say Kessler looked great early. That being said, this dude was fucking tough as nails. Yeah, I know. I know. He's tough as nails. I don't care. He went down a bunch of times, but kept getting back up. Um, wow. I mean, Kessler plowed this fucking guy with shot after shot, knocked him down and down and down some more, bloodied this dude's nose all up, and looked great doing it. Yeah, I'm not going to read too much into it. I'm not going to proclaim Kessler back. And think he's going to go on to beat every other super middleweight in the world. But for a comeback, it was good. Comeback, it was real good. Yeah. Speaking of looking good and that dude being really tough. Okay, they showed Kessler back in the locker room, right? Did you guys see all the blood on his fucking knuckles? Jesus fucking Christ. That guy bloodied his fucking hand trying to knock this dude out. That's some. That was lovely. That was just fucking lovely. That was great. Anyway, Cole Froch, Glenn Johnson. Fight of the year? Maybe. Could be. It was a great fight. Right up there with Kessler Froch, in my opinion, and in my opinion, slightly better than Kessler Froch. In my opinion, this has been the most eye-pleasing fight of the entire tournament. Glenn Johnson brought the heat, but he didn't bring enough volume, and that's something I hadn't expected. I thought Glenn Johnson's volume would be there more than the clean power shots like that. But can we can we stop any and further fucking commenting about Froch's chin? It's granite. It's been granite, and it's going to stay granite for at least a little while longer. And can we give Froch's credit now? Glenn Johnson put up a hell of a fucking fight. And yeah, he may have lost a step and this or that, but Glenn Johnson came to win. He came to fight. He brought it to Froch. Froch reacted wonderfully. I can't remember my exact scorecard on a round by round. I had it 8 rounds to 4 in the end, though. But that belies just how close some of these rounds, were getting to be. But at the end of the fight, Johnson slowed down. Froch sped up and just stole it away from rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 was close, but I gave it to Froch. Let's see. I am starting to remember. I just watched the fight. First 3 rounds I gave to Johnson. Fourth round I gave to Froch. Fifth round I gave to Froch. Sixth round I gave to Froch. Seventh I gave to Froch. Eighth I gave to Johnson. Ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th to Froch. 8 rounds to 4. I'll have to rewatch that again. It seemed like an awful closer fight than that, but it's still an overall appearance and on the round by round that I was doing in my head. At the end I had it 8 rounds to 4. That's without going back and looking at it again, see if I missed something, which I obviously need to do. But as it stands right now, I wouldn't call this a robbery or peculiar at all on the scorecards. 117, 111 was maybe exaggerated, but that draw was exaggerated too. Now, come on. Glenn Johnson didn't win this fight. He didn't win. Froch won it cleanly. It was a good fight. Every round was competitive, but Froch won. And as far as looking forward to the tournament, what can I say? I give Froch much more of a chance than I was giving Froch at beating Ward. That's not to say that as of right now I still wouldn't pick Ward to win, but Froch is tough, and I don't think Ward is going to have the power to keep Froch off of him. So it's going to be heavy movement, and a rough night for Ward. But we'll see. I'm not going to get into that prediction right now. But this is definitely going to be a huge fight. You know, this is a fight that could likely be for casual and hardcore fans alike. Though I'd see it as more on the hardcore side if you're involving Andre Ward with his technique and his skill. It's just it's not always crowd pleasing, but he gets the job done, and he's highly skilled. So I'm looking forward to this fight now. And like I said before, let's give Froch some more credit, right? I mean, a lot of people were saying, okay, well, not a lot of people. A few people I heard were saying that Froch was being overrated going into this fight, overrated, and I just felt from the time that Froch made me a fan at the Kessler fight, I just felt after that maybe he had been underrated this whole time. The dude can take a chin, and you can question his technique at times, but he's very sneaky. He's faster than I was giving him credit for. I saw it in the combinations. Um, and man, he's strong too. He caught Glenn quite a few times as well. This was a good bang up fight. Good shit. Any fight Froch is involved in, I look forward to. So I guess I'll go fuck off until the radio show starts and I can listen. I might watch the fight again and come back with it round by round. I don't know. Not feeling like it right now. I'm gonna talk about it, but I don't feel like watching any more boxing. But it was a good night of fights. Kessler with all them knockdowns, bloody in his knuckles, trying to look good and ended up looking good. Like I said, didn't look good early, but Kessler ended it strong and looked great. Froch, at the beginning, he looked nervous as well. I know I was just getting ready to end this, but I felt like mentioning that. He looked more nervous than anything, tense even, um, in the first few rounds. Now, I think I heard the commentator say about how relaxed he looked, but early on, no, I wouldn't say Froch looked relaxed. I think he looked nervous, and he was giving Glenn Johnson an enormous amount of respect very early. But I think once he took a couple shots and realized he had to fight, Froch fought, and fought smart, fought well. At the end of the fight, the ninth, the 10th, the 11th, Froch was beginning to lead Johnson into sort of traps. Yeah, he would get caught sometimes, but it seemed like Froch was just pulling Johnson on a string around the ring to me. And he looked great. What can I say? I'm a big hell of a fan of Froch now, man. That guy can bang. He's intelligent, and he's got a decent set of skills for him. And adding that power of his and the sneaky way he fights, Carl Froch is looking good. Deuces.